Okay, for our session, we will be having the application of the normal distribution. This will be our formula. So as you can see, um, this formula will be used for population mean and population standard deviation. Okay? So meaning if I'm gonna be having the sample standard deviation and the sample mean, that's another thing, and we will have that one for another session. So again, our focus will be the population for these problems over here. Okay? So as you can see, Z is for the Z value. X is the value of any particular observation or measurement. This is the lowercase mu, the population mean. The lowercase sigma, which is the population standard deviation. So this will be the formula for the Z for the population. Okay? Now let's go to our first problem. So as you can see, the average Pag-ibig salary loan for RFS Pharmacy Incorporated employees is 23,000 pesos. If the debt is normally distributed with a standard deviation of 2,500, find the probability or the area that the employee owes less than 18,500 pesos. So if I'm going to be locating 23,000, so take note, it states that the average is 23,000. Okay? The average is 23,000. And based on the properties of the normal curve, the average is located at the middle part of the curve. It's found at the center. So, kining 23,000 is found over here. Okay? So, that's the location of 23,500 because it's the mean. It's the average. Now, let's continue. So, I now have my population mean. Let's write X because our formula is this. This will be our formula to be used. The population mean and the standard deviation. So we have here the population mean is 23,000. Let's write that in our given. The standard deviation is 2,500. Let's write that over the given over here. Find the probability that the employee owes less than 18,500. So where is 18,500 in our normal curve? Is it found at the left of 23,000 or is it found at the right of 23,000? As you all know, 18,000 is less than 23,000. So meaning I'll be plotting 18,000 over here because it is less than 23,000. Now, let's go to the problem. Which part are we gonna shade? Because we are looking for the area, the probability. Go to the problem. Less than 18,000. Where is the less than 18,500 located? Is it, if this is the reference now, is it the left part or the right part? So, for sure, this is the less than 18,000. Kini siya nga part. So this is the area that we are gonna be looking for. This one over here. But to solve this, we need to get the area of this part. And we need to get the Z to get this area. So to get the Z, let's use the formula. Again, our X is the 18,500. Let's substitute everything to the formula. X is 18,500 minus 23,000 all over 2,500. So 18,500 minus 23,000, that's negative 4,500 divided by 2,500. You will be getting negative 1.8 there. So the Z here is negative 1.8. So go to your Z table. 1.8 is how much? So if I'm going to go to the Z table for a while, if I'm going to go to the Z table, pila may value sa 1.8? So I have a Z table over here. There you go. 1.8. 1.8 is how much? 4641. Okay, let's go to the, so the area here, so kini siya nga area is 4641. Okay? This over here, because this is a Z nga negative 1.8. So it's from here to here, negative or 0.4641. So how do I solve this area? So take note, half of our normal curve is 50%. This is 50%. This is 46.41%. So what are you going to do with 50% and 46.41%? You will subtract them. So the area we are looking for is simply 0.5 minus 0.4641, which is equal to 0.5 minus 0.4641. That's 0.0359 or 3.59%. So this will be the answer to our problem. The probability or the area that the employee owes less than 18,500 is simply 3.59%. Okay? So let's go to another problem. Problem number 2. Here you go. If the average age of bank managers is 40 years, assume the variable is normally distributed. So again, if I'm going to be having the normal curve, 40 years, that's the average, the mean, and it is found at the center. So as you can see, I am now writing what is given. The population mean is 40,000 or 4,000 rather. 40 years, I mean, not 40,000. 40 ang average or ang mean. So, assume we have a standard deviation of 5 years. Find the probability the age of randomly selected manager will be in the range between 35 and 46. So, we have here our two values. For X, 35 and 46. Now, let's locate 35 first. As you can see, 35 is less than 40. I'll be writing 35 over here. And as you can see, 46 is more than 40. I'll be writing 46 over here. And it is stated here, the probability between. So meaning, I'll be getting this area. And I'll be getting this area. And I'll be adding the two areas. So let's have area 1 and area 2. To solve this one, we need to solve Z first. So our Z, let's focus first on area 1. So our Z is, we have the X for area 1. This is our X, 35 minus 40 over 5, which is negative 5 over 5. The Z is simply negative 1. So if the Z is 1, take note, go to the Z table. If the Z is 1, how much is our area? It's 0.3413. So I'll be having an area of 0.3413 for this part over here. So going to area number 2, which is the right side. So the Z now is 46. As you can see, this is the Z because I'm focusing over area 2. Minus 40 divided by 5, which will give me 6 over 5. 6 divided by 5 will give us 1.2. So going to our table, 1.2 is 3849. So 3849. Area 2 is simply 3849. So as just like what I said a while ago, I'll be adding the area 1 and the area 2 to get the total area. So area 1 is simply 0.3413 and area 2 is 0.3849. So adding the two areas, 0.3413 plus 0.3849, I will be getting an answer of 0.7262, or that's 72.62%. So this is now the answer to our problem. Now let's go to problem number 3. To qualify for a master's degree program in business administration at San Sebastian College, candidates must score in the top 20% on a mental ability test. The test has a mean of, so as you can see, 180 is the mean, so 180 is found over here. And let's write what is given, the mu and the sigma. The mean is 180. The standard deviation is 25. As you can see, this is the mean, and the standard deviation is 25. Find the lowest possible score to qualify. Assume the test scores are normally distributed. As you can see, dapat top 20 siya. When I say top 20%, if this is 100%, where is the top 20 located? This is 50%. It should be over here. This is the top 20%. And this 20% is simply the area of this part here. So we now have our our probability. The problem is, what is the value of the z for this area? So, ang gamito nato ron is go to your z table. So, using the z table, kining 0.20 is ato ni siyang ilocate. Pero take note, kining 0.2 is this part. We need this part over here to get the z. So, meaning ang 0.2 minusan na nako, i-minus nako, take note, this is 50%, ni 0.5. So, I'll be getting 30% here, which is 0.3, right? Or 0.30. So, going to the table, let us find 0.30. So, ang 0.30, dire. So, ang 0.30, pangitao na ako ang 0.30. It's close either to 0.30, 0.2995, or ni 0.3023. If I'm gonna be using 0.2995, pila may difference sa 0.30 o 0.2995? Murag 5. It's 5.005. While over here, the difference between 0.30 and 0.3023 is 23 points. So I'll be using 0.2995. In this case, the z is 0.84. So I'll be having the z is simply 0.84 here. Okay? So, going to the problem now, substitute everything to the problem. By the way, if I'm going to give you a formula for x, x is simply equal to the z times the mu or the sigma plus the mu. So, mo ni formula na ko for solving the x. So, let's just use this formula. X is equal to Z is 0.84. We have solved that a while ago. I-multiply na ako ni 25. Then plus na to ni 180. So we now have 0.84 times 25. That is 21. 21 plus 180 will give us 201. So meaning, dapat makascore ka og 200 or more para mo qualify ka. Kay kining 201 is the lowest possible score. For you to qualify, if you score 200, you cannot qualify. It should be 200 or above nga score. Okay? Let's go to problem number 4. Most graduate students or graduate schools of business require applicants for admission. Okay? Scores on the GMAT are roughly normally distributed with a mean. So if I'm going to have 527, this is the location of 527, the mean. So let's determine this is the mean, which is 527. The standard deviation is 112. And you have seen what is the probability of individual scoring 500, above 500. As you can see, 500 is less than 527. So meaning, ang 500 is i-plot na ako over here. Okay, 500 is less than 527. But where are we gonna shade? Is it stated? It's stated in the problem above 500. So meaning, ang area nga atong pangitaon is this part. Kining akong gishadan here. Now, to get this area, we already know this is 50%. Okay? Or 0.5. We need to get this area para ang area nato nga gipangita kay 50% or 0.5 plus the area of this part over here. So to get this area, we need to solve the Z first. So the Z is, let's solve the Z now. We have our score, which is 500. Minus the population mean, which is 527, divided by 112. So this is negative 27 divided by 112. So 27 divided by 112 will give us 0.24, negative. So meaning the answer, ang Z, the answer is negative 0.24. So go to your table now. So as you can see, I'm using a table, 0.24. 0.24, that's 0.9, 0.24, 0.0948, 0.0948. So meaning the area 1 is 0.0948. So kini siyang area, o mo na ni ako i-plus 0.50 plus 0.0948, which is equal to 0.5948 in percent. That's 59.48%. O mo ni answer sa ato ang question number 4. Let's go to example number 5. Most graduate schools of business require the same problem. We have a mean of 527. Let's give, oh, sorry for that. We have our X, our mu, and our standard deviation. So our mean is 527 and our standard deviation is 112. This time, how high must an individual score in the GMAT in order to score the highest 5%? So as you can see, the highest 5% is found over here. Kini siya ang highest 5%. Okay, 50% ni siya. Ang highest 5% is somewhere here. So kini siya is 5% or 0.05 rather. 0.05. Okay? So, take note, 0.05 ni siya. So, pila man ni siya going there? 0.45 or 45%. We were able to come up with this kay ang 50 giminusan na kog 5 or ang 0.5 giminusan og 0.45. 0.05. So, kining 0.45 ato ni siyang illocate sa table. 0.45. 0.45 is here. Dara. 0.45 here. Sir, ang 0.45 ba kay in between ni 4495 o 4595? Dili ko kapili ani, di ko kapili kay ang difference is 5, ang difference is 5. So to get that, i-add na ako si 0.4 o 0.5, that's 0.09 divided by 2, 0.45. So meaning the value is simply, pila to? 1.645. So meaning di ay sir, ang value di ay sa z ani sir is 1.645. So I now have my z. The z is, take note, our formula, if we want to solve for x, is simply the z times the standard deviation plus the population mean. So x is simply, the z is 1.645, multiply that 212 plus 527. So 1.645 times 112 will give us 184.24 plus sana nato ni 527. The result is 711.24. O mo ni siya ang highest 5%, 711.24 and above ang score niya. Okay? Example number 6. The average number of acres burned by the forest and range fires in New Mexico. So take note, this is 4,300. This is the mean. That's the mean, 4,300. The standard deviation is simply 750. The normal distribution, take note, it's stated there, it's between 2,500. Ang 2,500 is less than this, so I'll be having 2,500 over here. Nya ang 4,200 less than man gihapon siya, so I'll be plotting ni nako si 4,200 over here. So take note, I have 2,500 and 4,200 for my x there. So using this formula, let's go to the problem first. Between these two, o mo ni area akong gipangita. So to find the area, I need to solve this area over here. Kini siya nga area. This is area 1. And I need to solve this area over here. This is area 2. So kini siya nga area, kuhaon. Kini siya nga area, kuhaon. Unsa may buhaton ako after? I'll be subtracting. The area we are looking for is simply area 1 minus area 2. So to get area 1, let's focus on area 1 first. The z is, we have 2,500 minus 4,300 divided by 750. Just solve this simultaneously. 2,500 divided by, 2,500 minus 4,300, that's negative 1,800. Divide na nako og 750. how much do we get? That's negative 2.4. So, ang area 1 na to, if I'm gonna go to the table, area 1, 2.4. 2.4, that's here. 0.4918. 0.4918. That's area 1. Go to area number 2. This time, our Z will be having an X of 4,200. 4,200 minus 4,300 divided by 750. So 4,200 minus 4,300, that's negative 100 divided by 750 will give us 0.13. So the Z is negative 0.13. So if ako ning illocate ang 0.13 in the Z table, 0.13 is over here. Point 0.0517. Again, 0.0517. 0.0517. That's area 2. So going back to our concept ganiha nga i-minus 0.4918 minus 0.0517. So meaning 0.4918 minus 0.0517 will give us 0.4401 or 44.01%. This answers our question. Let's go to the last problem. Problem number 7. So the same problem, we have a mean of 4,300 and our formula. So we have our X, our population mean, our standard deviation. The population mean is 4,300. The standard deviation is 750. Now, as you can see in the problem, you're looking for the 38th percentile. What number of burnt acres corresponds to the 38th percentile? When I say 38th percentile, it talks about 38% of the whole. So meaning, sir, ang 38% is over here. I'm gonna be shading that. So meaning, sir, this is simply the 38% or the 0.38. This is our area, the probability. So kaning 0.38, ato nang illocate sa ato ang Z table. 0.38. 0.38. Tara. Asa may mas duol ni 0.38. Sorry. We will not be using 0.38 in locating. By the way, we need to subtract that because kini nga area atong gamiton to solve Z. Sorry for that. So meaning di ay, ang 50% may nusan na ko og 38. That's 12% or simply 0.12. So kanang 0.12, if I'll be locating that in the Z table, 0.12 over here. Kung i-minus na ko si 0.12 ni 0.1179, which is this value over here, the result is 21, 0.0021. If I'm gonna subtract 0.12 over here, the result is 0.0017. So this is closer. So I'll be using the Z nga 0.31. Okay? So I'll be using the Z. The Z here is negative 0.31. So take note, I'm using a negative sign because it's located over to the left side. Okay, Z here, this is negative 1, negative 2. So take note, this is now our Z. The formula, by the way, for our X is the z times the mu plus the, no, z times the sigma plus the mu. We have our z, which is 0.31 na negative na siya. I-multiply na ako ni standard deviation nga 750 plus 4,300. So, kining negative 0.31, i-multiply na ako ni 750. The result is negative 232.5 plus 4,300 will give us 4,067.5. And this will be the answer to our problem. That ends our tutorial video. Till next time.